All right, so we're here. We are live. All right, so basically, for this one, current people, I'm not gonna be able to highlight any names. I might see it in the chat. Don't have my mount for my phone, so if I can see, I'm gonna probably end up shouting you out. But for the most part, maybe not because I have my phone sitting a certain way. Not driving my truck today, actually driving my daughter's car, so saving a little gas. But yeah, where where your money at? When it come down to it, people need to start having a perspective of where their money is going. Um, I visit this channel, Mortgage with Me, very good channel. You know, this lady breaks down her bills, you know, and financially goes over things, and that's how it should be. And back in my last video, I was saying that budgeting is a key. Now, that's the first rule of thumb to actually making money coming out of debt is a good budget, you know. And seeing her videos had me go ahead and, reassess and evaluate my budget. You know, could it be better? Yes, everything always could be better, you know. To an extent, a lot of people, haven't taken on the responsibility of actually learning more about budgeting. So to the degree it's somewhat hard for people. But you know, and check out the link in the video in the description I did for Reginald Lewis. And for people, it's only 2 minutes. Okay, it ain't gonna take you no time to look at a 2 minute video breakdown. 2 minutes at minimum. 2 minutes. And shout out in the comment, tell the guy we here. Check out his channel, support it or not. But the point of it is 2 minute video. That's all it is. You could say I'm begging you to watch it or whatever, but the point of reference is it's only 2 minutes. All right, so back to the scheduled program. You know, when it comes down to it, people really don't have an understanding where their money is and where it's going. You know, when you're spending it, you understand with an intent, purpose, and everything because you're knowing that you're doing the spending. So you're making the necessary adjustments. You're making the necessary, um, you know, you know where it's going. And when it all boils down, you actually have to, do your research as far as, you know, saving money, making it better for yourself. But, overall, you should be knowing where your money is going. You know, it came a time where I only used cash because I was getting overdrafts and I didn't understand where the overdrafts were coming from. I literally had so many automated things coming out of my account to where it's like I was forgetting them, forgot they had subscription to things. That's like now. I literally have a total of probably 7 automated things that come out of my account. Some small as, an Amazon Prime all the way up to a my life insurance. And I don't just pay my life insurance. I pay the whole family life insurance. I don't know how my wife did that. And it's crazy because they end up putting her life insurance. When she got her life insurance, um, they actually, I guess, I don't know if they lost her card information, but just so happened it started being charged to my card. I was like, I can't complain, but I like at least should have gave me a notice. I thought I was actually paying twice each month at first because I'm like, didn't these stuff just come out at the beginning of the month? Then come back and look at my account. Then it came out again. I'm like, oh, as basically I budget to keep a certain amount of money in my account strictly for that. So when the issues do come, I already know that okay, this money is in here for this. There's nothing else. If it goes over, I'm good because I have that money set aside a little bit over to where I can buy this and buy that and still remain, uh, have a little money still left over to pay those bills. But I mean, technically, the crazy part is, man, a lot of people don't know where their money is going due to the fact they just spend. You know, some people develop this spending habit to where they generally not saving for nothing. What are was it YOLO? You only live once, so you're gonna spend it all. You want those new Jordans, you spend it. You forgot about your cell phone bill, but you got new Jordans on. You know, car payment. Well, I know I got to pay my car note, but everybody's going to the club this weekend. I want to go too. Hey, forget the car payment. You know, no budget. Just spend whatever's in your hand. My grandma used to always refer to money as like water. When people get paid on Friday, money is like water in their hand. It's got to go. And the whole trick of it is having it in a bank account to where you can't see it going, but you know it's still going. And so, you know, like I say, just having an understanding where your money is going, doing a budget, doing a balance, that's key. A lot of people don't fully understand. Shout out to Suncloud, see you over there. Like I said, I'm not gonna be trying to highlight too many names because I have my mounts on my phone and stuff, and I'm gonna have to keep trying to reach and grab. So I'm just gonna look at it from time to time. But yeah, a lot of people not having an understanding. Oh yeah, Suncloud. At the end of this video or sometime later on, I put a link in the description of Reginald Lewis. Like I say, it's a 2-minute video. Go over there, just check that 2-minute video out, and get some thorough understanding about managing money and knowing where your money's going to a T, showing how Reginald Lewis did what he did to be successful. And after Reginald Lewis, there was Robert F. Smith. He's one of the richest. He's the richest, technically the richest black man in America right now. And when it comes down to it, he's in the finance industry. So obviously he know where his money is going, and that's the biggest thing. Like I said in my last video, people got to learn how to budget. I'm gonna go back over those key points real quick. Budgeting is the first thing. Paying off debt for people that have debt, paying off debt is the second. And above all else, the main thing you should be before, really paying off, to actually, after you pay off your debt, really most going into it is saving. A lot of people not taking advantage of, the deal with saving. You got to start saving for your future, and when you start saving, that goes back to the second rule of the first rule of actually having a budget. Because if you have a budget, it actually keeps you, in order, to a T. Most people, without having that budget, you don't know where your money's going. You don't have a sense of direction. So, like I say, I advise a lot of people to have a budget, know what they're going to do with their money, knowing how they're going to invest it, knowing how they're going to save it for a rainy day. I've heard 6 months to a year should be in your savings account. For some people, if you can't get that, the best thing to do is put at least, at bare minimum, $25 to $50 a week aside. You get paid every 2 weeks. That's $50 to $100 every 2 weeks. You're looking at anywhere from 100 to $400, depending on how you save. You can do $100 a week. If you can't do that, you can do 50 and get 200. Can't do that, do 25 and get $100 a month. The point of it is you got to start somewhere. You can start at minimum as $5 a month. Like I keep telling people, the way I look at things when I budget, even when I get my life insurance, I said, well, if I don't drink this one bottle of liquor that I normally buy, this would be a payment right here each month. And most people go through several bottles. Most people smoke. Most people get their hair done. They shop. They have a budget for shopping. You got to have a budget for the new shoes that are coming out. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But the whole point of reference is if you're going to do that, budget with the intent of having something saved and, you know, knowing long term. That's the key. Bunny Rose, what's going on? How you doing? So like I said, the whole point is getting things together so you actually know where your money is going. Back in Tulsa, it was understood that the black dollar stayed in the community 13 months before it left out. This day and time in 2022, black dollar stays in the community for 6 hours. You know, and it comes to a point to where you have to start reflecting on what's in your pocket, you know, even throughout the community. A lot of people, I mean, just outside of the black community, all races and nationalities, if you're not taught how to budget your money, that's going to be one of the most, you know, harmful things towards generational wealth. Because you got to know how to budget to say, you can hit a lottery winning, in which, most people, if you listen to me a lot, I always say that's a shock to the system. Having a shock to the system, getting a large sum of money at one time, it's not good. Trust me. A lot of people lost their life to this because they never had the money. Even with people who had money, they tend to overspend and put themselves in more debt. So have a budget. I once seen this show, how the lottery changed my life. There was a guy, was in the military. His girlfriend at the time, before they was actually engaged to get married, he was in the actual Navy, to be honest. And the lady, she was working at a warehouse job. She only had $5 to her name. She would have got a $2 mega ticket. She got a Pepsi, and I think it was one or two loose cigarettes because that's all she had. She had some food that she was going to eat at work, and that was it. I mean, to an extent, she didn't have no more money. She said she had gas in the car, but she took her last $5 and bought that lottery ticket. Pepsi and two loose cigarettes. In the end, she became a millionaire. When it came down to it, told her husband, they gave him a, discharge to where, honorable where, he was good. He got out the Navy, came home, enjoyed the money with his wife. They ended up getting married, having a happy ever after life, and that was, good story. But there was more when it came down to, the situation with them spending the money. They went and bought a house, pretty much a ranch. They have like a small little farm to where they have animals. They went to a financial advisor, showed them how to keep their money to where they won't work, live off the interest. They invested in a couple of things, but mainly, they didn't want to work. Just wanted to stay at home and enjoy each other and enjoy life. And the crazy part is with them having that small farm, they love actually outdoor activity. So it was good for them getting that farm because they worked together. And in the end, that was the smartest decision that they made, was going to seek a financial advisor to know, back to the topic, where their money is, and that's what I always, try to get people to understand more and more now. To sit down, reflect on where your money's going. Like, everybody's getting paid today on Friday. Do you have a budget to know where your money's going? Are you just constantly swiping that card? I have a food budget. Every day I have a food budget. And to an extent, when that food budget starts to go a little bit too high, I start bringing sandwiches to work. You know, I go to the store, I buy a 12 pack instead of always buying a single soda and a bag of chips when I go to the store. I buy a family size bag. I get Ziploc bags. I drop those chips in the Ziploc bag, turn around and get me a 12 pack, which I don't drink soda a lot. I drink juices every now and then. But I always keep a case of water in my truck when I drive. Keep a case of water, having your, bag, little small Ziploc bags of chips. For the most part, I end up having me a lot of carrots and celery. That's one of my, unharmful snacks that I, eat a lot. That's one of my favorite snacks. Those veggie trays, like Go Professor like that. But I eat veggie trays a lot. That's one of my harmless snacks. To a degree, I make it myself because it's a whole lot cheaper. You know, versus me buying the whole veggie tray. I could just go ahead buy the celery, buy the carrots, you know, buy the baby tomatoes, and just put it in a Ziploc or put it in a Tupperware myself. Normally if I eat it with ranch, I have a little small Tupperware that I can put the ranch in. I'm dipping while I'm driving, no problem. You know, and that's the thing. I know where my money's going because I'm budgeting. You know, the results of how I'm gonna eat. How much money I'm putting in for gas. I already know to a degree. I'm pretty much spending, somewhat of $100 every, 3 to 4 days, depending on how I drive. I know that in my pickup truck. That's why I'm in the process now of getting another vehicle because, changing job locations, then turning around and, doing other side work. I'm probably just going to use my truck for when I actually need it for side work because that's what it's made, to haul. But, once again, going back to the topic, I know where my money's at, And like I said, for the people that's coming in a little later, check out that 2-minute video of Reginald Lewis. Good info. Talked about how, building the empire and things of that nature. So, like I say, check it out. But overall, we come to the end. Everyone, I'm gonna try to make it on my next video or another video after. I'm gonna actually go through the process of looking for a budget, looking through apps. I might do some pre-records and looking through apps to actually show you how to budget money. I have to, throw up a John Doe or something just to actually go through the process. I got several emails. I actually probably use the email for here to actually set up everything just to show people overall because, managing money is key, but only if you know how to do it. A lot of people don't. So we need steps in taking to know where your money's going. So like I said, like always, I enjoy talking to y'all, giving y'all good content, trying to help you out as far as budgeting your money. Oh, I see SunCloud got that Blue Mountain. Yeah, man. That oxtail season, the curry, and they have a jerk. I think they have a jerk one as well. I know the curry. Oh yeah, they have a fish season. I don't remember the. Yeah, they do have a jerk, but they have the fish season as well. That's pretty good. Yeah, man. Cooking with that flavor, man. I told you, SunCloud, man. I'm a chef, man. I probably was a chef in my past life. That's why I say I cook, I clean. You know, keep the household looking good. Even though this is supposed to be somewhat of a genuine role that people are always saying, but my thing is this: if I stay alone, I'm gonna clean my house anyway. So why not, pick up a piece of paper every now and then, and wash a couple of dishes. Personally with me, I got kids. Kids are kids on dish duty, and they starting to vacuum the floors, taking out the trash, keeping their room clean. And I tell them if they don't do it right, they don't get their allowance. $10 for me and my wife. I'm like, you get $20 a week, dude. Back in the day, if I was getting $20, yeah, that is true. Cooking do save money. Yeah, yeah, man. I've been experimenting with sriracha sauce and chili sauce, making some wings and trying to make my own Frank's Red Hot sauce because I put that on everything. But yeah, man, like I said, uh, you know, that is a good thing, man. Cooking at home saves money. A lot of times the budget, not having that room for going out to eat like that. That's the best thing. So, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and leave out. About to get ready to go over there and holler at Gold Professor. So once again, people, I holler at y'all. You know, keep your keep your money together. Know where it's at. Know where it's going. And watch the 2-minute video of Reginald Lewis. And once again, we here and we are gone.